All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is part 2 of the Sea Lark refit. Exciting. Got some shopping done. Let me show you what I got. Shopping? Shopping? You might be telling yourself, but Simon, why you gotta go shopping? You don't got no money. No, I know, I don't. I've actually been just hanging out at Vern's place because he's got so much nice boat stuff lying around. And that's the nice thing about a 20-foot fiberglass boat. If you are looking at getting into boats, get like a really small fiberglass one, because like the parts for them are so cheap. Everyone's got junk lying around that's just too small for their boat. So if you go just a little bit smaller than everyone else, you'll be cramped and uncomfortable, but also richer. That's nice. One of my favorite acquisitions so far is this guy. So you might be looking at this and saying, this is the smallest roller furling I've ever seen. It's kind of chintzy, but it's stainless and it's nice and it's not got a track the way that, you know, the big ones have a track. So it's obviously, it's not as good as a full roller furling setup. But what happens is you clamp this piece to your halyard, this piece to your front stay, and this piece to your sail, and then you hoist it, pull it as tight as you can, and clamp the bottom of the sail into this. And then you run a 3/8 line through that, through this piece, and over to a block on the, or a chuck, or a catch, or a, what nautical term. The idea is that when you want more sail, you loose this bobbin and it spins and releases more sail, and when you want to pull it in, it rolls the sail up on itself. Now a full-size roller furling has a track, and it's metal and aluminum, and it's stiff, and it's designed so that when you roll it up, it doesn't like get all jumbled up, and that handles much bigger sails. But a Cal 20 has really small sails, so because of that, I'm gonna try this system, and I think because the Cal is so small, I'll get away with it, and it won't bunch up too much, and hopefully it will really improve the sailing qualities of that little boat.
I feel cold now, my legs are covered in cold.
Alright, so we got the sail and the roller clipped up. Now the problem is the roller holds the sail and the stay doesn't anymore, so it has to be able to spin around. So I gotta take all these clips off. Tried a bunch of different tools. None of them work that well, but it turns out a machete really does the trick to pry these things wide open. So try not to chop my finger off and try not to damage the sail, but gotta get these clips off.
I see humor, but I don't know how to smile. I feel joy now, but I don't mind. I see warmth, but this cold turns me blind. I see myself standing here, reflected in the water. I see myself shattered into none. If I don't lie down, I might just sink. I see myself dancing on ice.
All right, so there's the new hatch, and it's looking pretty good, pretty clean. It's a messy operation getting it and the back plate wooden pieces behind to give it some strength back in there, but it should help out the whole deck in the front here, which was just fiberglass. There wasn't anything underneath it, and there's some stress cracks that I've fixed with epoxy, and now that we have the backing plate made of wood, hopefully it'll give it a bit more rigidity and we'll be able to stand up here without it flexing quite so much. Okay, so it looks like we're getting a little bit of sunshine here just before sunset. Oh boy. The hatch sealed up nicely. This stuff has finally dried off, but as you can see, it's a huge mess, so I'm going to spend some time cleaning that up. I was moving the boat around, and as you can see, this is not in the right place. And the reason for that is I was moving the boat around, and I just felt like I was making too many steps forward, so I decided to take a step back by breaking my little bow railing. I rammed it into the boat and the two bolts popped clean out of the deck there. But it raised up a good point because I had the roller furling bolted to that clamp down there. And let me show you what happened. So, as you can see, that's not good. That is not great. All it did was just break this little bit of fiberglass here. But there was only less than a 1/4 inch, probably like 1/8 of an inch of fiberglass there. There's no backing plate, nothing. 2 bolts, and that was it. Just popped right through the glass. Not a big surprise on that one. And it's a good thing that it happened here on what is relatively calm and relaxed situation. So now I can fix it. I can put a backing plate in there, and we can have a nice strong anchor point for us to roll this roller furling. I mean, at the end of the day, she's a little 20-foot boat, so I don't have to put big, huge bolts all the way down the side of the hull or anything like that, but still, it's nice to get it done right.
Driving down fields of gold, I am speeding. I sure am a long way from home, a long way from home. Ground is misty from the rain, the sun is shining on 1,000 sparkling drops, on 1,000 sparkling thoughts. Oh, if I will always.
All right, so this rudder is not actually made for this boat. The rudder that this boat came with, which I don't know if that was original, was snapped when I got it. So when I bought the boat, the guys over there, Mike and Will, they changed over the rudder to this rudder, which was lying around Will's stuff. I don't know what it's off of. Anyway, it has a lot of different holes from a lot of different mounts. So I took this opportunity to epoxy fill it. All those old holes sealed up, but that means that, again, I'm gonna have to let it sit for the night and sand it tomorrow. We got our new gudgeons and pinions for the rudder, nice big bronze ones, again courtesy of Shipyard Supply Store Vern's house. God, he's got so much great stuff back there. And I also took this opportunity to pull off the rail, fill in all the holes, fill in every little hole from every little bolt peak, and so we got a nice completely clean transom. And by clean, I mean incredibly filthy. But all of the bolt holes are filled and all the cracks are filled. So that means once it dries, we'll be able to sand it completely smooth. And then when we paint it, it will look so, so good. And it's been just this hodgepodge of stuff for like years and years and years. So this will be really nice to get a full white coat of paint on it. Totally clean, it'll look brand new. So I'm gonna stop right here for today, but I just wanted to ask you this right here, this bracket, this runs the sheet that controls my mainsail right here, and it's just a roller. I mean, I suppose I could find another one of these and mount it slightly different. But the nice bit about this was this fit onto the gudgeons of the old system with the exact same alignment. So they just sandwiched between the transom and bolted up to each other and made one nice clean bolting method. Unfortunately, that's not the case for this system. They just barely don't align. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put separate bolts for those, I suppose. Or if you guys have another solution that's even tidier, let me know in the comments. That would be very useful to me. I know it's not really helping me get old dog ready, but it's nice to just work on a boat for a couple days and have it done and have it nice, and then be able to then turn around and sell this boat eventually, make some money back, and also just like have a nice boat, work on something, finish it, and it be nice and done. Hopefully my hard work pays off and it comes out really nice the next few days. But today's episode, I'm just gonna clean this up, make some dinner, hit the hay. One last thing before I wrap up this episode. My friend Nicole sent me this. This is her new beard oil, and check out the label. It's homage of Champ. Nicole and Brock are friends of mine. They're from Ottawa, and they have a cool story about getting together that involves Champ, and now they themselves have their own black lab, and she's making beard oils. I've been trying to pressure her into making these for a while. Finally got the first one out. It is deliciously pine scented. It's really, really nice and very natural smelling, and it does great things for your beard. So this is before, and this is after, and it feels a lot softer. And my favorite thing about beard oil is that you get to smell it all day long. It's like bringing the forest with you. It smells really, really good. Anyway, it's not a paid promotion or anything like that. I'm just super happy that they're making this finally. I've been pressuring her for a year. And yeah, if you guys are interested, check it out. I'll include a link in the description. And yeah, if you haven't tried beard oil before, I highly suggest it. Obviously, I'm not super huge on fashion or cosmetics or anything like that, but this is pretty much this, some good soap, maybe a deodorant if I think about it, toothpaste, that's pretty much it. But this is definitely part of my kit. So thanks, Nicole, for sending it out. And thank you guys for watching. Hopefully next episode we'll get some paint on the Sea Lark finally.
I feel cold now, my legs are covered in cold water. I feel cold now, and I'm slowly sinking down.